Well, hello everybody. I'm back again with another comic book haul. This video will show some books that I picked up at a long box dollar sale at one of the local shops. It's not super local, but it's close enough that I was able to drive to it. I'll also have two other books that I'm going to show, and I'm going to show those first. I'm going to show the two best books first that I got that were not dollar bin pickups. Just going to move the stack real quick so we can show everything. All right. Whoops. So, my friend who has a shop down at the local flea market got a run of they're not golden age, I guess they're very early silver age, pre-superhero Strange Tales books. And I've got 3 of them from him. I put them on hold. I've only paid off 2 out of the 3, so I'm going to show the 2 that I have. We got Strange Tales number 75. It's a really nice copy. I paid, what did I say? I paid $175 for these 2 books. We got this one. Spine's in nice shape too, considering the age of these books. So we got Strange Tales 75 and Strange Tales 98. This book's got a lot going on with it. It's got Kirby, Ayers, Lee, Ditko. Just an awesome book. And like I said, I got one other book on hold with him. So hopefully I'll be able to pick it up before the end of the year. If not, you guys will see that way down the road. I don't know how many more haul videos I'm going to be able to do this year. We're almost into December. I haven't started any Christmas shopping yet. I've been just buying a ton of stuff just because I've been coming across great sales. October through December is just such a great time in my area for buying books, as everybody's having sales, and it's a good way for me to add to my collection and complete runs and things of that nature. But like I said, I went to a dollar long box sale, and I picked up a couple of things, including some paperbacks. We got this Lost in Space paperback. These are all things that either were movies or TV shows. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. And I got an Ian Fleming book for Moonraker. I haven't cracked these open yet to see what year they are. But it's got my favorite smell in the whole wide world on them. Nothing like old paper smell, in my opinion. So I got those. Okay. And then now for the comic books. Well, actually, let's do the non-comic books first. In addition to those paperbacks, I got 2 magazines. We got Vampirus Carmilla, number 15. Picked this up for the cool Frazetta cover. And I found this, I don't know if it's a fanzine, not sure who the publisher on this was. It's about Frank Brunner. It's called the Brunner Mystique. It came out in March of 1976. And it just sums up a lot of Frank Brunner's work. Some of the stuff I can't show because there is some nudity in here, but I can show these. I mean, this is cool. I've always liked that cover. That's a cool cover. So that was these were cool dollar finds. Something from my Frazetta collection. These books, anytime I see them in decent shape, I'll pick them up. Most of the time they're beat to hell. I don't know, because of the paper that was used. But I've got Thunder Agents number 19 from Tower Comics, I believe. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. What do you guys think? And that's good enough. Okay. I'll always pick Dave Stevens books up, even if I have them. I believe I have this one. It's not one of my favorite covers that he's done, but I'm a Dave Stevens guy, so I'll just grab it anytime I see something that he's done. Comico Christmas Special #1. We got some Spider-Woman run fillers. We got number 47, 46, and number 31. I picked up the facsimile edition of X-Men #1. Thought that was pretty cool for $1. I got this awesome, oh my God, what the hell's her name? I hate when I'm doing these videos and just these things just leave me. We'll come back to this one because I want to remember the name of the artist as I sound like a fool. More Dave Stevens. This is actually a Dave Stevens and Adam Hughes cover for DV8 #1. And then another Adam Hughes book for the collection. I think I already had this one, but it's some of his early work. And then I was talking to the guy at the shop about these, how I was... my pull list is just all the Perillo covers, and they start to add up, because, especially the Dynamite titles, because there's just so many versions of each cover. But I grabbed these, Vampirella versus Red Sonja, Unbreakable Red Sonja, #3 and #2. Vampirella Strikes #8 and #9. I'm pretty sure every one of these are doubles. I'm not sure about #10. I don't remember seeing this cover before. I'll find out when I go to put these away. Vampirella Strikes #11. The inspiration on this cover, her face looks really familiar to me, and I can't put my finger on what actress I think she looks like. Somebody put in the comments if she reminds you of somebody. Just something about her eyes just reminds me of someone. Vampirella Strikes #12. I finally remembered this awesome Jenny Frison cover for Beauty #1. Always wanted to find a copy of this, was never able to get it. I knew eventually I would find one, so that was cool. Always picking up Bronze Age stuff that's in decent shape if I can find them. It's getting harder and harder to find affordable copies of these Bronze Age books. Marvel Chillers #7 and #2, the second appearance of Mordred the Mystic. Not that anybody's out there trying to pick up his appearances. I already have #1 of this title, and I also have the issue where you have the first appearance of Machine Man, but I found these copies here. I'm pretty sure this is all Jack Kirby stuff. 2001: A Space Odyssey #3. I never saw the movie. And #2, maybe someday I'll sit down and watch the movie. I will pick up Jay Anceletto covers when I come across them. This one's not one of my more favorite things that he's done, but still cool. I'll add it to the growing pile of Jay Anceletto stuff that I have. Nice reader copy, not in the worst condition. Marvel Horror. Marvel Horror, not as cool as some of the DC horror, in my opinion. Where Monsters Dwell #2. I was happy to find these. I never see these anywhere. It's not the full run. I need issue #4, but we got 50 Girls 50 by Frank Cho. We got #3 and #2 and #1. So those were cool. Love Frank Cho stuff. Always liked this cover for Cry for Dawn. It's got some spine ticks, especially on the back, but now maybe that I finally found a copy, more is going to fall into my lap. We got a nice copy of Marvel 2-in-1 number 18. This is a book that I've been after for the longest time, and it's not an expensive book, or a rare book. It's just a book that's eluded me, and I wanted it just solely for the back cover because it's got an awesome Dave Stevens back cover. This is Dark Horse Presents number 100. The back cover of this particular issue, and I'm not going to flip it over for the front cover. I think the front cover's got like a dinosaur on the front, but has this awesome Dave Stevens pinup. Love that. This is a book that has definitely died down over the years. It was funny, I was going through my my box before to pull out these just to have them in the background. You know, my box where I keep some of my better books, and I had a copy of this in there which I took out because this is definitely not worth what it was back in the day when I first started collecting. But this is my second copy of Eternal Warrior number 4, cameo of Bloodshot. Still a cool book for $1. And then we got, I've been finding a lot of 20-cent DC covers lately. We got Prez number 1, and then a couple of videos ago where I picked up all those other dollar books, you know, all those Bronze and Silver Age books. I was able to find issue number 1 of this title, but I found now really nice copies of Black Magic number 9, number 5, number 4, and number 3. So these reprint some Golden Age horror stuff. Gonna crack these open, give them a read. Hopefully they're as cool as I think they're going to be. So I got those. And they had like over 20 long boxes, maybe 25 long boxes of books. So I was there a couple of hours digging, and he had them set up outside. It was cold, but then eventually the cold wore off. Last issue of Spider-Woman number 50. Anytime I can find Spawn issues on the cheap, I'm going to pick them up. Just a random issue of Spawn number 339. I forgot what this book is, but it's got a cool Greg Capullo cover, so I grabbed that. I like the green background on that. Found a really nice copy of Submariner number 63 for my Submariner run. I pick those up an issue at a time when I come across them. Always love this cover. I like the fact that it's a foil cover as well. We got the Batman 608, the famous Jim Lee cover. I don't have the original. I have the one that came out recently with the action figure, the page turners ones. You would see them in Walmart all the time. And now I have that one. Strictly a cover buy, and I keep telling myself I'm going to stop cover buys, but I love that. That kind of homages the copper tone suntan lotion ads. Remember back in the day? This was neat. All 3 issues of Madballs. They were all still in the same bag. Grab those. Just some 80s nostalgia. Found some issues of Zombie Tramp. So we got number 6. And we got number 47. And what's cool about number 47, it's the risque variant and the $5 covering the naughty bits. I don't have many from this title. This may be my second copy from the run, maybe third. I have number 1 for sure, but Planet of the Apes, number 10. I don't have any of the Planet of the Apes magazines either. Somehow those, I just don't get my hands on them. I forgot the significance of this book. I know a lot of people on YouTube were showing it over a year or so ago. I always pick up books when I see them in videos and I hear other people talking about them, just as a little goal for myself. So, oh, I'm going to find a copy of that too. Oh, I finally found that. Found a variant copy for Amazing Spider-Man number 31. This had like a $9 sticker price on it when it came out. I think they had he had other issues too from that issue number, but there was you know, they were dinged up a bit. They got shipped to him damaged, he was telling me. Found a copy of, and this is a book that I've never had, The Nam #1. There's a couple of first appearances in this. A Next #1. A lot of people were showing these books a while ago as well. I don't know if I have it or not. I know I have some of the other issues, but I'll grab #1. And then I found a signed book signed by Tom Rainey and Scott Hanna. Outsiders #1. I'm going to bring my video to a halt real quick. I like Tom Rainey's art so much that I'm just going to show some Tom Rainey sketches that I have that he's done for me in the past. It's just 3. I'll just show them real quick to give you guys something cool to see. Where did I put them? So I got him to do a Spider-Man sketch for me in the past. She-Hulk, I think, is my favorite out of the 3 that I'm about to show. And then a Captain America sketch. Got those done a couple of years ago. 5, 6 years ago, at least. Just a couple more. I keep saying over and over again, and I'm going to stop buying J. Scott Campbell covers because I've kind of moved on from, you know, being a huge fan of his. I still appreciate some of his stuff, but I found 2 copies of these Dynamic Force variants for Green Hornet #1, I think it is. Yeah, Green Hornet #1. It was 3,700 copies of these are in existence. So I grabbed the 2 copies of that he had. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I found this Dynamic Forces signed Excalibur book. It doesn't have the Dynamic Forces little hologram, but it does have a COA with it. Excalibur #71. I don't think there's anything significant about the issue other than, you know, those little holograms there. But it's signed. There was 7,500 copies of this signed. Signed by Joe Maduria and Derek Robinson. My friend Matt said that Joe Mad's signatures are pretty hard to come by, that he doesn't do a lot of signings. I didn't know that at the time. I just picked it up because it was signed. And I always tell my friend Matt that I'm just never paying for signed books again at cons, because I do find them occasionally in back issue bins and cheap bins and stuff like that. So why pay $30 for a signature at a show when eventually I'll find them in cheap bins? That's it. Real short and sweet haul. Thank you guys for watching, and don't know when my next video is going to be, because when this video airs, I'll be driving out of state, going taking a drive down to Florida to spend even more money, and we'll see. Maybe I'll find some stuff while I'm down there. I'll do a video when I get back. Oh, one last thing. I did find some other cool stuff at the flea market. I got, I've never watched the Transformers growing up as a kid, so I got a couple of DVD box sets for those. And I picked up this Hammer Studios horror box set. It's got 8 movies in here. I picked that up for $5, and I grabbed these for $10. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.